Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about habits, more mindset shift and stuff. So if you're interested in that, stick around. We're going to be talking about how habits don't disappear, they just get replaced. Thank you once again for joining me for another Vlogmas video. I hope you're enjoying. As always, if you are, please click like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support us, we've got our meal planning app, which is $5 a month or $50 a year at rawfoodromance.com. Or you can get 40% off any or all of our ebooks. The code is rawfood40. The link is right here on the screen as well as in the description box below. So habits. I can't wait to talk about this. As you guys know, I love talking about the mindset shifting of healthier choices, and habits are a big one because we are our habits. Our habits determine our future. We don't determine our future. We determine our habits, and our habits determine our future. I love that quote so much. And today I want to talk about how habits don't actually disappear. They just get replaced. So when we're changing over and creating new habits, we're not fighting the old habits and they're not disappearing. We're just replacing them with different habits. It really depends on what your goals are and what habits you would like to have. If you want to be an athlete, what are habits that athletes have? If you want to be a raw vegan, what kind of habits do raw vegans have? If you want to be a vegan, what kind of habits do vegans have? What are these daily habits and what are these daily choices that these people are making that create their reality, that create their future? We need to be looking at our own habits and asking ourselves which ones we want to replace. So it's not about getting rid of habits. It's about replacing habits. Instead of focusing on the habits that we want to get rid of, we need to focus on the habits that we want to build. So we'll use a great example of eating out at lunch. So say every day you go to work and you typically eat out at lunch, you're spending a lot of money, you might not be eating the foods that are making you feel amazing, so you feel like you need to get rid of that habit. You want that habit to disappear. But if you don't replace it, what is going to be in place of that habit? If you don't have something to replace it, the next day you're going to go to work and you're not going to have anything other to do than go to the restaurant and order food because you didn't prepare, you didn't change the habit. So the habit's not going to disappear. You still have to do something, and replacing it is where you want to put your focus. So instead of saying I'm trying to stop eating out, say I'm trying to bring my lunch to work. That would be a different focus because you're no longer fighting the old, trying not to go out. Because if you bring your own lunch, then you're not even going to have to try. You're going to have your lunch with you and you're going to create these new habits. Now, yes, it's going to be challenging, obviously, because we are fighting ourselves, because we're fighting our old belief systems and we're trying to get rid of them. Instead, focus on where you want to go. What are your goals? What are the new habits that you want to create? And this makes it a little bit easier because we are building, we're focusing on building, and we're not focusing on fighting all the time. We're constantly fighting. Another great example is to stop watching Netflix late at night. That's a great one. Some people are like, I have to try really hard to stop. But if you're not going to replace it with something else, what are you going to do instead? So instead of focusing on stopping watching Netflix, focus on what you're going to do instead. Go to bed early, read a book before bed, or do something. You have to replace the habit, otherwise it's not going to change. We're going to constantly be going back to those old habits. And the same thing goes for meditation. If you are in meditation and you're constantly trying to fight the thoughts that you have, trying to not think of things, you're not replacing it with anything. You're not replacing with a different action, which would be focusing on your breath. If we're always thinking of our thoughts and not having our thoughts, we're not focusing on our breath. So if we focus on our breath, then we naturally have less thoughts. Obviously, it's hard to get rid of all the thoughts, but again, it's patterns, it's habits, it's things that we're used to. We're used to thinking all the time. If you're new to meditation, if you're new to raw food, if you're new to veganism, if you're new to working out, if you're new to going to bed early, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging to create these new habits because we're so used to the old habits. We got to focus on those new habits, planning, scheduling, making sure that we take action to build these new habits so that we can build our new reality and our new future and become different, because we just have to change our habits. That's really all it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. If you did, please click like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support us, we've got our meal planning app, our web-based meal planning app at rawfoodromance.com, and 40% off our ebooks if you wanted to go that route. The code is rawfood40. The link is right here on the screen as well as in the description box below. So head down there if any of that interests you. And thank you again for joining me. I hope that you can focus on your new habits, where you want to go with your life, and do it because you want to, not because you have to. Do it out of joy and celebration of yourself, because you are amazing. I love you so much. And until next time, fruit on.